they're done. And it's no wonder everyone avoided them like the plague.
TMZ just dropped a bomb on Blake Lively.
Matt Damon just unleashed a massive shocker about Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, accusing them of startling, possibly stealthy behavior behind the scenes of Deadpool 2. Though they flaunt a fun, picture-perfect Hollywood presence, tossing playful jabs online and strolling red carpets with effortless charm, Damon's statements hint at a far edgier truth. Could Ryan and Blake have seized control of a simple cameo to tighten their hold on the spotlight? That's the blistering question shaking Tinseltown to its core.
Still waiting on the amended lawsuit from Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. They're supposed to be adding names or evidence, who knows, but today is the due date.
Insiders talk about sudden script overhauls, covert tension, and calculated power plays that allegedly drove Damon into a corner. This isn't standard tabloid noise. It's the kind of fire that big studios rush to smother. When a famously cool-headed figure like Damon drops hints about foul play, everyone pays attention. Throw in two widely admired A-listers, and you get a brewing Hollywood tempest. We may be looking past the glossy facades, glimpsing who these celebrities become when no one's watching. After all, the real stories are often buried under bright lights. When Deadpool 2 hit theaters, audiences went wild for its cameo fest. Brad Pitt blinked by for a moment, Alan Tudyk barely registered, and Damon was disguised in a bizarre restroom gag that got laughs and head scratches. At first glance, it seemed like no more than a harmless in-joke, classic Damon providing a fun Easter egg, but rumblings arose that real friction simmered beneath the laughs.
Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on.
Correct.
And we're not talking War and Peace.
Ryan Reynolds, the movie's star, co-writer and producer, was set to demand absolute control over cameo appearances. It wasn't just Deadpool's film, it was Ryan's personal stage, where he decided who shined and who got trimmed. Then there's Blake Lively, rumored to have stepped outside typical supportive spouse duties, weighing in on who got the most screen time. Sources claim Damon's cameo was initially more robust, featuring extra comedic lines, until Blake's friendly tips shaved it to a fraction. Was this a personal swipe, or merely strategic moves to maintain Ryan's comedic spotlight? It's unclear, but Damon apparently felt ambushed, wrestling with a cameo that no longer resembled what he'd signed up to do. That early friction exploded in a wave of last-minute script rewrites, abrupt dialogue changes, unexpected shooting schedules, and swirling rumors that Damon's segment kept shrinking. He allegedly found out about these edits by surprise.
It's my favourite story, I think, in showbiz this year. The Justin Baldoni war with Blake Lively, which seems to me, initially I felt quite sorry for Blake Lively.
Leaving him frustrated and scrambling for explanations. Word is, Ryan wanted more jokes and witty banter for himself, while Blake nudged for cuts to scenes that didn't amplify Ryan's comedic persona. Damon, who usually sidesteps drama, suddenly had to involve producers and lawyers just to protect the cameo's integrity. Then came the reputed meltdown. Crew members supposedly fled the set early one day when Damon discovered even more stealth cuts to his role, with no warning or courtesy heads up. Anger flared, and Damon, typically even-tempered, reportedly confronted top brass. Whispers mention fiery voicemails filled with allegations of cunning backdoor maneuvers. Terms like betrayal and undermined trust emerged. One source insists Blake herself appeared on set unannounced, cornered the director, and demanded the cameo be molded to fit Ryan's comedic style above all else. Fans started noticing Damon's aloof vibe in interviews whenever Deadpool 2 came up. He either shrugged it off or offered cold replies, an odd stance for a star cameo participant. Ryan and Blake, meanwhile, kicked off a trademark PR blitz, glitzy appearances, heartwarming social media banter, and philanthropic headlines that painted them as Hollywood's golden couple.
Then I've been reading all the messages between them all, and which he's been putting out, obviously, and it just seems like a pair of absolute weapons-grade narcissists.
Some observers suspect influencer allies were quietly encouraged to promote Ryan's irreverent humor and Blake's polished charm, smothering talk of Damon's cameo fiasco. Behind closed doors, Damon allegedly vented to friends, calling the cameo chaos far different from what was promised. In some circles, he equated working with certain individuals on Deadpool 2 to stepping into a vanity circus. Then came the final blow. Damon declined a cameo invite for Deadpool 3, claiming scheduling problems. Still, insiders firmly believe he wanted no part of that atmosphere again. News travels fast in Hollywood, and other stars started rethinking cameo deals involving Reynolds. They weren't necessarily anti-Ryan, but they feared being sidelined in a film that might revolve around Ryan's comedic persona. Hugh Jackman, who's long engaged in friendly ribbing with Ryan, has kept tight-lipped about any new Deadpool cameo. Directors, too, are rumored to be tightening cameo contracts, granting big names more say in how their scenes play out. For now, Ryan and Blake remain publicly silent, a familiar tactic when top stars face damaging accusations. The bigger question, is Damon's story the first big fracture in the seemingly perfect Ryan Blake brand, or just another exaggerated rumor in a town built on whispers? If Damon's account holds water, then the sweet, sarcastic duo we see online might be more cutthroat than fans imagine. He's not the only cameo overshadowed. Brad Pitt's minuscule moment has led some to wonder if bigger celebrity appearances were systematically shrunk to protect Ryan's comedic throne. Plus, Damon's circle includes heavyweights like Ben Affleck and George Clooney, who apparently advised him to walk away or brace for a messy ordeal. Clooney reportedly joked that trying to shine in Ryan's territory was bound to backfire. Damon's agent even mulled pulling the cameo completely, but Damon, known for diplomacy, stuck around, at least until tensions peaked. That's allegedly when Ryan and Blake ratcheted up their charm offensive, leaning on sassy tweets, philanthropic events, and laughter-filled interviews that cast them as the ultimate power couple. For a while, it worked. Fans ate up their good-humored antics, ignoring the cameo controversy. Yet Damon's subdued approach, paired with industry chatter, kept the story afloat. Now, cameo negotiations with Reynolds may require more explicit protection clauses. High-profile actors don't want to risk having their parts slashed to mere punchlines. If Ryan's benevolent persona cracks, it could change how future collaborators view him. Hollywood is a land of illusions, and sometimes one jolt can bring them crashing down. What's the real deal? Are Ryan and Blake deftly engineering Deadpool's success by minimizing potential competition? Or did Damon magnify a small creative disagreement into a grand feud? We may never know the entire truth, but one fact stands out. Damon felt so burned by the experience that he refused to make another appearance. A serious statement from someone with a history of smooth collaborations. Cameos are meant to be playful, not a battleground for egos. Damon's revelations also prompt a wider question. How many friendships in show business revolve around hush-hush deals, subtle manipulation, and carefully crafted public images? Perhaps Ryan and Blake remain the charming pair fans cherish, or maybe they're more controlling than anyone suspected. In a town that runs on image, it's risky to take anything at face value. If these accusations hold weight, it's a blow to the idea of Ryan and Blake as Hollywood's most genuine couple. Damon seldom picks fights, so if he's speaking out, something seismic must have happened on that set. Will more cameo confessions surface, or will this drama evaporate when the next scandal appears? Either way, the Deadpool 2 fiasco suggests a deeper power struggle beneath the comedic veneer. In the end, fans can only speculate, left to wonder how a simple cameo escalated into an epic tussle for control. Damon's experience might shine a bright light on how easily big personalities can distort a fun cameo into a full-scale turf war. If the usually calm Damon is waving warning flags, maybe it's time to question the curated illusions we see online. Because beneath the flashy jokes and elegant red carpet moments, a serious competition for relevance could be raging, one cameo at a time. Yet the aftermath may extend beyond Damon. Insiders say producers on potential spin-offs or sequels are carefully watching how Ryan's cameo negotiations unfold. Are they stepping into a straightforward contract or a labyrinth of creative demands that revolve around Ryan's comedic presence? This doubt has apparently steered a few would-be cameo stars away, unwilling to risk a cameo fiasco that overshadows their own brand. Meanwhile, some fans are revisiting Deadpool 2 clips, hunting for clues of tension, scrutinizing every cameo cut and comedic line to see if Damon's allegations hold any visual proof. It might sound dramatic, but in Hollywood, fans often look for hidden signs to confirm brewing feuds. On top of that, the Damon controversy has sparked chatter about whether other cameo guests, including top-tier stars, endured similar meddling. Some now question if Brad Pitt's razor-thin cameo was always meant as a quick gag, or if it too was trimmed. Even Alan Tudyk's cameo, though lighthearted, could have faced behind-the-scenes edits. No one knows for sure, but the uncertainty alone has fueled theories of cameo sabotage. As for Damon himself, time will tell if he decides to openly reveal more specifics or lets this saga fade. Given his track record for avoiding petty fights, the latter might win out, though fans are eager for clarity. Regardless of how events eventually settle, the biggest takeaway might be a reminder of Hollywood's intricate power games. Public smiles and lively banter can hide fiercely territorial behavior. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively might still be seen as the internet's favorite couple, but Damon's alleged experience suggests that even the friendliest faces can show a different side when it comes to protecting fame and comedic dominance. While the truth may never emerge in all its details, the buzz alone has peeled back a layer of Hollywood's gleaming curtain, exposing the delicate alliances and high-stakes image battles that shape every blockbuster production. So, was Matt Damon simply unlucky with his Deadpool 2 cameo, or did he stumble upon something far bigger, a hidden pattern of cameo manipulation that keeps certain stars firmly at the top? We can only watch as new projects emerge, new cameos get teased, and see if any future controversies echo Damon's story. But one thing's for sure, the Deadpool 2 cameo meltdown has left a notable scar, reminding everyone that in Hollywood, the funniest films sometimes hide the fiercest backstage fights. After all, the show must go on, but not without a few fireworks.